Hello everyone, my name is Mia and this is Asian Mama Budgets. A while back I just updated my January budget and today I'm gonna share that with all of you guys. So the last time I did my January budget I was still using my budget planner, and like I said in the last video, I made myself a budget binder just because I'm kind of getting tired of tweaking up my budget binder every time I need to use it. So I just made one for myself and formatted it in the way that I actually use my binder, my planner. And so today I'm gonna share with you guys, like I said, my January budget. So actually, the thing is, I've already budgeted for my previous workplace. I've already budgeted up until the 20th of January. And I received a paycheck on the 7th of January. So this paycheck is meant to cover the remaining days of January up until my second paycheck, which would be from my different job now, finally, which is on the 2nd of February, I think. Let me just go to my calendar. Yeah. So I just printed myself this calendar so I know when my paychecks would be. So I don't know the rest yet. For now, this is the paydays that I know. So for my previous workplace, I was paid on the 7th of January and I didn't touch the money. And what I did was I just added that salary to what I had budgeted for January. So from my December till January budget, I had this amount, and then the amount that I got on the 7th, I just added that to my paycheck. So it's for my paycheck on the 24th and the 7th, which I would be using throughout the entire January. And of course, the €100 voucher that I got and my child benefit, I just added it. I just added everything up, and that's my budget for the entire month. So apparently, moving forward, I'd be doing, instead of my paycheck calendar, because before I was paid every 4 weeks, but moving forward, I'd be getting paid every 2 weeks. So I can actually follow a proper calendar now, a proper monthly calendar. So what I just did is I made my January calendar. I just added the last few days of December, since I still use that money for this paycheck until the 31st of January. So that's my monthly calendar. And like I mentioned on my previous video, I'm doing the 52-week challenge. And it's because although I want to focus on paying off my debt this year, I don't want to forego saving up money into my emergency fund just because of everything that's happening. I'm not comfortable with just €1,000 in my emergency fund account. We don't know what will happen next. So I think and I'm doing the reverse 52-week challenge. So instead of starting with €1, I'm going to start with the €52, going down to €1 in the last week of December of 2021. Just because I want to start off big. And I feel like I spend more amount of money towards the end of the year, so makes sense for me to save up bigger amounts at the beginning of the year. So there you go. And actually, with my budget, I didn't, with the paycheck that I got from the 7th, I just added a bit €200 into my grocery budget, and I doubled up the rent, gas, and electricity that I have to pay. So that would all go into that paycheck. I'd pay that off, and I didn't zero out my budget yet, which was actually a good thing, you guys, because I broke my glasses and I'm not yet covered with optical benefit. And this mama cannot see without her glasses. And I spent 200 euros for that to get myself new glasses. So, heaven sent. The extra money that I was supposed to go put into debt would actually went into my optical needs. So there you go. I will be sharing the actual month closing at the end of the month, but I wanted to check in on how I was doing. So what I did was, since we're halfway through our budget, sorry, it's a bit shaking. Now it's more settled. Here's my expense tracker, and I just wanted to check in with you guys my totals so far. So for my fixed expenses, I totaled it up already, but I still wanted to share with you guys. So my fixed expenses, I already spent 1,073 out of the 1968 that we budgeted, which is okay because I only have a few more payments left to do, so I think would be able to stick into that budget. But actually, I missed one. This NMBI fee, it's actually for my license, so it's supposed to be a fixed expense because it's a fixed yearly expense that I have to pay to renew my license, and I just didn't have space, so I put it there. But the budget is supposed to be here, so we have a 2,000 euro fixed expense budget supposedly for this month. So that means we're good. Sorry, I'd be flipping through a lot in this video. I hope you would just stay with me and I hope I won't make you all dizzy doing that. So my variable expenses, that has my groceries, my household budgets and everything. So we spent like half of it, 634. We're good so far. And from my sinking funds, I only spent 32, which is way good. And so far, we've paid off 564 euros for my debt payment. And actually, I want to share with you guys because I already made my debt payoff plan. So I'm excited to share it with you. Aside from these trackers, so I made a rule of thumb because my minimum payment every month is just 474 euros, but we should make, well, I should always make, I made a rule that the minimum monthly debt payment I'm gonna do just to stick to this debt payoff plan is to have at least 540 euros every month that I shall put into my debt payment. So for the first few months, I put in the extra 66 euros. That will be my extra, like a snowball payment. But aside from that, my minimum is a 540, even if it's not my minimum balance. I'd also be putting in additional payments just in case I have extra cash or extra income that's not budgeted. We're going to put that in to our debt payoff so that we can target to pay off all my debt before 2022 is over. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyways, so we're good on that. And my budget is 652 for the debt payoff. So we're just a little bit, oh yeah, I have another debt that I haven't paid off, which is the 178 loan too, because I have to pay that twice in this budget plan. So I just totaled it up to 356. So that's not due until the 24th. Anyways, for my savings challenge, I got 65 this January. That's from the 52 euros that I got from the 52-week challenge, and I'm also doing the spare change challenge. Just to be clear, guys, I don't pay cash. I'm all online. Everything I have is in my card, in my debit card, but I have envelopes there, and I also set up my app to put in any spare change that I get. So all that spare change that I get is saved into like a pocket in my app, which every week I'm gonna empty and then put into my savings, which is my emergency fund. And I'll show it to you guys here. So I printed this out from, I forgot, I'm sorry, whoever I got this tracker from, but I got this one online and I just printed it out. It's just like a jigsaw puzzle, and I wrote down the 52 week challenge, and every week I'm gonna empty out that spare change pocket that I have in my app as well. And so every week I'd be putting in those amounts into my emergency fund. So for this week I got 13 euros spare change, which is, I was quite surprised how big it was actually. So that would all go towards my emergency fund. And my unbudgeted expense, which is extremely big because I didn't budget at all any money for my specs. So I donated to charity, which is good, and I also paid a bank maintenance fee of 21 euros for this month. So I'm totally changing banks now. It's the fee that I have to pay for all the standing orders just because of using my current account. So I have to transfer to a different bank now just to get away from this maintenance fees, because this amount adds up in the long term. Like, I don't know. Sorry for freaking out, but yeah, it'll add quite a lot. And work, people, we had to do contributions to, well, I was still at work until like the 2nd of January. So there are people who are also leaving my workplace. So we had to like give in some chip in for our gifts for them. So there you go. And I should actually make a miscellaneous budget. Okay, note to self, make a budget for that. And for the future. And for my specs, it's a whopping 230 euros. It is very sudden. I'm supposed to get that for free in a few months, but my clumsy self couldn't wait to break my glasses. So there you go. I had to pay 230 euros for that, but no hard feelings. I'm excited to see my new glasses because they're like super cute. Anyways, there you go, guys. That's my January mid-month-ish check-in, and I'm very happy. Thank you for tuning in to my channel, and I really love all the support in this YouTube community. I'm enjoying doing this so much. And actually, I'm starting to look at my budget more often than I do online shopping sites, which is extremely good because that was one of my major problems. A single mom addicted to online shopping is not good at all. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.